This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Charlie Thompson. In this week's broadcast, National Youth Month is launched at Adventist Church. Community engages in parenting seminar, and health group gets moving for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. Across the country, October is being celebrated as National Youth Month, under the theme, Youth Building a Bold Future. Bright, optimistic, labelless, and diverse. It began with a church service held at the Johnson Park Seventh-day Adventist Church on October 1st. In attendance were Montez Williams, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Culture, and Sandina Neely, Head of the Division of Youth. During the service, the Pathfinder Band ministered and received certificates of appreciation, along with the AY leaders who served in local churches during the past 4 years. Daniel Boswick from the Centerville Church ministered his original song, God Our Only Hope. As the nation continues its celebration for the remainder of this month, we applaud all of our youth ambassadors who demonstrate true Christian leadership. Also on October 1st, the Centerville Church Community Services Department hosted its quarterly community parenting seminar under the theme, Discipline and Parent-Child Communication. Psychologist and marriage and family counselor Pastor Barrington Brennan delivered an informative, practical, and interactive presentation. Given the many challenges faced by families today, the Centerville Church used this seminar to encourage parents to nurture healthier relationships with their children, thus building happier homes and, by extension, stronger communities. The Adventist Health team also conducted free screenings and health counseling services. The seminar concluded with grocery giveaways, where all the registered attendees, plus those who joined during the distribution, left with a heavy bag of groceries and lunch, as well as a joyful heart. Attired in various shades of pink, the Bethany Church Health Ministries Department participated in a special Sneaker Sunday fitness session on October 2nd, 2022, in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Health coach Marlene McKinney instructed those present in a variety of aerobic workouts geared toward keeping their body healthy. For some, it was a new beginning to fitness, and to others, a continuing journey. It has been shown in multiple studies that exercise can help lower the risk of getting breast cancer. We salute Bethany's Health Group, led by Dr. Stephanie Hutchinson, for this initiative. Along with SBC's Health Ministries Director, Nathalie Lacroix, and Bethany's church leaders, I encourage everyone to continue to pray and support those in the fight against breast cancer. After this commercial break, we will have more on what's coming up in the South Bahamas Conference.
In the beginning, God created. Every fourth Saturday in the month of October, we celebrate Creation Sabbath. This year's speaker is Dr. Ryan Hayes, Professor of Chemistry at Andrews University. The weekend's activities begin on Thursday, October 20th at the Harry Seymour Library, under the topic, No Chance for Chance. Friday, October 21st, at Bahamas Academy, under the topic, The Winds Wait. Sabbath, October 22nd, at the Hillview Church, under the topic, Living in the Heat. And The Elephant in the Room. You don't want to miss these interesting presentations. Come out as we celebrate everything God has made.
And coming up in the South Bahamas Conference. Creation Sabbath this year will be an extended weekend of discovery with guest speaker Dr. Ryan Hayes, Professor of Chemistry at Andrews University, Michigan. Beginning on Thursday, October 20th at 6 p.m. at the Harry Seymour Library Auditorium, University of the Bahamas, a lecture will be held on the topic, No Chance for Chance, Chemical Challenges of Abiogenesis. On Friday, October 21st, at the Bahamas Academy Chapel service, a lecture series will be held for grades 7 through 12 under the topic, The Winds Wait, Chemical Design and Earth's Air. On Sabbath, October 22nd, at the Hillview Church at 11 a.m., Dr. Ryan Hayes will speak on living in the heat, intelligence behind maintenance. And in the afternoon at 4:30 p.m., the topic will be the elephant in the room, Earth's most overlooked molecule. The weekend promises to be interesting. Dr. Hayes has been practicing chemistry for over 30 years in both business and academia. He studies how light, heat, and matter interact to understand carcinogenic molecules in burnt food and detecting minerals in food, water, and air. Dr. and Mrs. Hayes will be in attendance. They both hosted the 3ABN Creation Crafts program in 2019 and regularly provide chemical design talks to churches, schools, and camps. The 6th quadrennial session of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists will convene at the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church on Tonic William Starling Highway on Sunday, November 13th and Monday, November 14th, 2022. Please note that online registration for these sessions will commence at 10 a.m. via our conference's website on Monday, October 31st, 2022, and will continue until 12 noon on Friday, November 11th, 2022. The session is called to receive reports from the officers, departmental directors, and auditor of our conference, to elect officers, departmental directors, and executive committee members for the next quadrennium. Elect officers of the South Bahamas Conference Corporation. Consider and vote on proposed amendments to the Constitution and bylaws of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Transact such other business as shall be properly brought to the meeting. Churches have already elected delegates for these sessions, and all delegates are invited to be present at this 6th quadrennial conference session. The South Bahamas Conference Youth Department will host a youth retreat experience on November 5th, 2022, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., under the theme, More of You for God's Glory. Discover your lane in ministry, enjoy a bonfire experience, scavenger hunt, youth social, and more. And on November 9th through 13th, 2022, the annual ASI Convention for the English-speaking territories will be held in Barbados. Please contact an ASI representative if you are interested in attending this event. And why not sign up for ASI today? Feel free to visit the South Bahamas Conference website at southbahamasconference.org to receive more information on all of our upcoming conference events. There, you can also view a rebroadcast of our Adventist News Update, along with other local programming from our cable channel ATV 658. Read the weekly Logos, as well as the Adventist page from the Nassau Guardian.
Colon cancer is one of the most common types of cancer. The small intestine is less frequently affected by the disease, which is why the term bowel cancer is generally understood to mean colon cancer. The number of women and men diagnosed with bowel cancer is more or less the same. The risk of developing the disease increases significantly from the age of 50 onwards. Bowel cancer almost always presents as some small polyps, known as colorectal polyps. Preventative examinations are therefore incredibly important for people who face an increased risk. Such checkups make it possible to identify and remove these polyps at an early stage. The following risk factors make a person more likely to develop bowel cancer. Other family members who have suffered from bowel cancer, polyps in the colon, chronic inflammatory bowel diseases such as Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, excess body weight, or very little exercise. For a long time, bowel cancer exhibits very few symptoms or no symptoms at all. Important signs that could indicate bowel cancer include altered bowel movements, a need to defecate that does not result in a bowel movement, fluctuations between diarrhea and constipation, as well as blood in the stool. More general symptoms such as weight loss and tiredness can also point to bowel cancer. Bowel cancer very rarely causes stomach pains. A colonoscopy is carried out to diagnose the disease, so it is possible to make a definitive cancer diagnosis. The choice of treatment depends on how far the cancer has progressed.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network with our news feature from around the world.
One of the most important events for the Adventist Church in South America is a baptism event that took place in September. This year, the event took place on the World Pathfinder's Day, landing on September 17th. An 11-year-old boy from Peru, Joshua, accompanied his friend as he took the step to make a commitment to Jesus and be baptized.
Joshua has been giving Bible studies since he was 8 years old and has already led 5 friends to dedicate their lives to Jesus through baptism. This year, Joshua led Leandro, with whom he studied the series Yo Creo, I Believe. During the ceremony, Joshua presented Leandro with a Pathfinder cap, symbolizing that Leandro will now be a Pathfinder for heaven.
Well, that's it for our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. To share what's happening at your church, please email your news stories and upcoming events to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist news along with other programming and to keep in touch with what's happening in our conference, visit our website at southbahamasconference.org. The SBC Media Network's Facebook and Instagram pages are filled with lots of material from the Communications Department, so you would want to check those out. And remember to subscribe, like, follow, and share. You can watch programs from our radio station, we're at SBC 88.3 FM, and our Adventist television channel, ATV 658. Get insights, updates, and first-hand information from the SBC Media Network as it happens. The programming from ATV 658 can also be viewed on the South Bahamas Conference YouTube channel, so feel free to watch a recap of our Adventist news. On behalf of our production team, it was our pleasure bringing you tonight's news update. I'm Charlie Thompson for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.